Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Susheta Sengupta Roy from Swami Vivekananda Institute of Modern Science, Department of Media Science. Well, I have been giving small tutorial lectures on media laws, and today we are covering a very small act, which is the Indian Post Office Act of 1898. Now, the Post Office Act, as we all know about letters, the letters travel from one place to other, and there is a specific department for it, which is called the Indian Post Office. And the act, the law, which governs or which protects the Indian Post Office is the Post Office Act of 1898. Now, when we talk about the Indian Post Office Act, let's get to the details of it. The Indian Post Office Act of 1898. So, wherever within India post or postal communications are established by the central government shall have the exclusive privilege of conveying by post from one place to another. So it's basically conveying messages from one place to other. So the government shall not incur any liability by reason of loss, misdelivery or delay of or damage to any postal article in course of transmission by post, and no office of the post office shall incur any liability by reason of any such loss, misdelivery, delay, or damage unless he has crushed the same fraudulently or by willful act. So that according to the Post Office Act, it's said that the government shall not incur any liability. So because suppose one person has posted a letter from or a registered material or anything from one place to other, and during this during transit, if any damage is occurred, of your letter, the government will not be liable. Only the clause is, in case the damage or the delay is caused fraudulently or willful act, only then you can, the people can sue against the government, like it was fraudulently done or willful act. Willfully some document has been restricted, restrained or damaged. Now, when we talk about the Post Office Act of 1898, obviously the central government has a major part to play. So the central government may, by notification in the official gazette, fix the rates of postage and other sums to be charged in respect of postal articles sent by the inland post under this act. So the government will make rules to scale the weight, term and conditions subject to which the rate shall be fixed. So the central government will fix the rates according to the article. So suppose some a material is 50 grams of weight, it will be charged maybe by 15 rupees. Now similarly, a parcel or a bundle of documents weighs something like maybe 500 grams. So obviously that will be more expensive. So it depends on the weight and in respect of what article it is being sent. So the central government may make rules to the supply, sale and use of postage stamps. So postage stamps will be according to the material being put into it. So the central government will fix the price at which the postage stamps shall be sold. So the government will also declare the classes of postal article in respect of which postage stamp shall be used for the payment of postage or other sums chargeable under this act. Now, when we talk about the Post Office Act, obviously, transmission by post of any injurious is prohibited. So, no person shall send by post any explosive, dangerous, filthy, noxious or deleterious substance. Like you cannot send a weapon by post, or maybe some explosive, maybe some sensitive documents of the state or something like that cannot be sent by post. So any sharp instrument not properly protected or any living creature And you cannot pack up a dog and send it by post. Not possible. So living creature which is either noxious or living to injure postal article in course of transmission by post or any office of the post office. So no person shall send by post. What are articles cannot be sent by post? A. Any ticket, proposal or advertisement relating to a lottery. So lottery related any documents like tickets, proposals or advertisements cannot be sent by post. B. Any other matter descriptive of or other related to a lottery which is calculated to act as an inducement to person to participate in that lottery. Like suppose a person is working for the Indian post office and he gets hold of a ticket by post, he may steal it. Or he can, some documents are going related to the lottery, he may leak it. So this is something. Or he may due to that those lottery materials, it may be a sort of like inducement for the person to participate in this lottery. So it's not allowed. So in this section, lottery does not include a lottery organized or authorized by the government, not the government lottery, other than it like the private ones. Now when we talk about the Indian Post Office Act of 1898, so transmission by post of any indecent etc. is prohibited. So what are those prohibitions? No person shall send by post what? What should not be sent? A. Any indecent or obscene printing, painting, photograph, lithograph, engraving, book or card or any other indecent or obscene article, or any postal article having thereon or on the cover thereof any words, marks or design of any indecent, obscene, seditious, scurrilous, threatening or grossly offensive character. So what we send through post is very, very sensitive. So we cannot send these things which is indecent or obscene through post. So next we'll talk about the power to intercept postal articles by public goods. Now somebody is sending something through the Indian Post Office. Can it be intercepted? Now, on the occurrence of any public emergency or in the interest of the public safety, the government, central or state, or any official socially authorized in the behalf of the government may by order in writing direct that any postal article shall be intercepted or detained. So if it is a government emergency, in that case a central government or the state government can obviously detain or intercept a document or anything or article which is being sent by post. Now the other things which are on interception, so no newspaper printed and published in India without conforming to the rules laid down by the Press and Registration of Books Act shall be transmitted by post. So if it is not registered under the Press and Registration Books Act, it cannot be transmitted through post. So like unregistered products cannot be transmitted through post. Now finally, the transmission by post of value payable postal article. So the central government may by notification in the official gazette direct that a specified sum of money may be recovered on the delivery from the addressee. The sum so recovered shall be paid by the sender. So not always that this like the product like the letter is paid. When we send a letter, we have to pay a postage stamp. Not only that, at some times, due to some reasons, there can be option where the sender, like the sum of recovered can be paid by the sender. So the Indian Post Office Act of 1898. So the power to maintain money order system and to make rules as to remittance thereby. So finally we'll talk about the money order. We all know like money can be sent from one place to other through the Indian Post Office. Now what are the rules for it? So the central government may provide for the remitting of small sum of money through the post office by means of money orders. So the government will decide. What will they decide? A. The limit of amount for which money orders may be issued. So money orders cannot be issued for a crore of rupees. it has to be a limited amount, the rate of commission or the fees to be charged on money orders. So money orders can be, will be rates and charges to transmit your money from one place to other. Now, the power to provide for the issue of postal orders. So the central government may authorize the issue of money orders to be called postal orders for certain fixed amounts. So it can also make rules as to the rules of the commission to be charged and conditions subject to which they may be issued, paid or cancelled. So finally we have to get into the penalty part. The penalty for opening, detaining or delaying postal articles. Suppose something is being sent by post and that post is opened before the receiver receives it, or detained or delayed. For that, any loss happens. So what happens? What is the penalty for us? So whoever being an officer of the post office, contrary to this duty, opens any postal article in course of transmission by post or willfully detains or delays any such postal article shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 2 years or with fine or both. So if somebody, any officer, purposely retains, detains, opens in the any article, in that case that person can be imprisoned for 2 years with fine or with both. Now, so whoever being appointed to sell postage stamps takes from any purchaser for any postage stamp a price higher than the fixed by any rule shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 6 months or with fine or with both. So either with 6 months of imprisonment or with fine or with both. Now what if there we have to put a fixed stamp on the postal postages, postal articles. So now somebody who is really appointed for selling those postage stamps, if he charges more than the fixed amount as per the rule, then he may be imprisoned for 6 months or with fine or with both. So whoever places in or against any letter box provided by the post office anything likely to injure any such letter box or content shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 year with fine or with both. Now, suppose the letter box where there are supposed to be important letters and somebody puts in some acid into it, or maybe something which can affect those postal articles. Therefore it can damage those postages. So in that case that person can be imprisoned for 1 year or fine or with both. So this is all about the Indian Post Office Act of 1898. So I'll be back again with something more with the media laws. Till then, thank you so much and stay blessed.